Hey guys, how are you today? I just wanted to connect with you on this gorgeous day, and I'm winding down my day in my office, and I thought I had some fun information I wanted to share with you. And just in case you do not know who I am, my name is Dawn, and I'm an intuitive coach and healer, and I'm also the creator and founder of Soul Academy, where I teach busy people like yourself how to tap into your inner guru and return to your soul essence while living life on purpose so you can become intuitive, empowered, creative, conscious leaders. And today I want to talk to you about one of my favorite subjects, which is energy. Energy healing is something that I am constantly doing in my practice, and I feel like energy is one of those things where when we really tap into it and start to learn how to master our own energy field, that's when life gets really exciting and magical because we can create anything that we desire and want. So I started off with in my tagline saying, what is high vibe? So I want to talk to you about what is high vibe energy. Have you guys heard this term? It's a very like in the spiritual community and different areas. I see it all the time on Facebook and all that kind of stuff. And high vibe essentially is high vibration. And so with energy, we're all made up. Every single thing on this planet is energy, right? Like this desk that I have my computer on is made up of energy. We are energy. And so we vibrate at a different frequency all of the time. And our vibration is determined by our thoughts and our feelings that we have. And so easiest way to describe this is if you are around somebody that's high vibe, they are, so just let's say you meet up with a friend and you're around them and they're just joyful, they're fun to be around, and you feel really good. That's somebody that has high vibe energy, and you actually may walk away from it feeling very expanded and just in a different state. And maybe you're that person for your friends. Low vibe energy is, hi Barsha, is kind of this energy where we all unfortunately have been, I'm sure, around this type of person where they're just kind of, you get around them, and I joke around, it's like the SNL skit, like Debbie Downer. They're just kind of want energy. You get around them and you feel kind of heavy and things are slower, and it's not as fun, let's just say, and bless their hearts. But why are people low vibe, energy versus high vibe? And really what it comes down to is low vibe energy, and when we have that kind of energy field, is that there might be stuff that we're repressing, thoughts or feelings that we're not dealing with. Because when our energy is really high, it's really about a mindset that we take on. And so I talk often about this with my clients, but the mindset that we work with is taking ownership of our reality, like really feeling like we are co-creating our existence and that we're not just a victim to circumstance. Because if we feel like we're a victim to circumstance, then the way that we're reacting and perceiving life can be kind of heavier and more difficult. And so when we work in alignment with source energy in the universe, whatever you want to call it, divine source, God, we are co-creating this reality, and then everything that's happening to us, even when it's bad, we're able to kind of look at it and not reason everything out, because that's not realistic. But see it in a way that we can work with it. And so when we can work with the energy of something, then we're really in alignment with our feelings, right? And so when we're in alignment with our feelings, I talked about this in my intuition video, when we're feeling things, we allow ourselves to kind of keep moving through things. We don't start stuffing energy down. And literally, as an energy healer, when I work with people, it's crazy because I can see, I see the chakras, my eyes are closed, and I can see, I'm literally reading their energy field. And I can see where they have stuck energy in their chakras, and stuck energy leads to dis-ease. And dis-ease it's really just being out of alignment with your soul's energy. But dis-ease is basically when you are repressing things, and something that could just be like anger. Let's say you're really angry because you got let go from a job in the past and you just can't seem to get over it, or somebody, you're in a relationship and somebody really hurt you, And instead of dealing with your feelings, you might repress it, and then it's just sitting in your energy field. It just doesn't go away. We have to do the work. So when you allow yourself to feel something like this and express it, then you're moving the energy. So your vibration gets back and goes higher. Okay, that's essentially kind of how the energy works. But when there's dis-ease and there's low vibration energy, it's really tough to feel good. And so when you take ownership and really work with that mindset of looking at your feelings and doing it from a compassionate place, that's the most important thing about when you're dealing with energy and your feelings is to be compassionate with yourself, to love yourself, because part of life is not just looking at the good and being in the light and all that kind of fun stuff. There's also the shadow energy, the things about ourselves, the anger and the jealousy or guilt or whatever we're feeling that we have to process too. So when we can shed some compassion on that, we are able to really shift to this high vibe space. And high vibe, so when you're dealing with all your feelings and you're not repressing anything, you're able to attract a lot of amazing things in your life. So like attracts like, and when we want to bring in new things to our life, we really have to be a vibrational match to receive them. So even though we may be saying, I want to make a ton of money and I want to have a great relationship and all these things, if we're not actually feeling that in our body and really being a vibrational match to that, it's not going to come. So the only way we can shift that is being in alignment. So just a few tips on how to connect to that high vibe energy is, like I said, is a lot. Don't repress your feelings. Just feel them, work through them, and then that way you have that mindset of taking ownership. And that's the second part I was going to say. It's like really having a mindset of ownership, so that you're seeing things and you're noticing how you react to things. And the other thing is really mastering your energy field. And this is an area, so this is my last tip. So when you are around those people that feel a little bit heavier or low vibe, you may feel like you're taking on some of their energy. There's even a term sometimes, I don't know if you guys have heard of this term called psychic vampires. I think it's kind of funny, kind of silly too, but basically you may feel after you leave somebody that is in a, not in the best mood, that you kind of took on some of their feelings. And you might not even notice it until later you are at home and you're just kind of feeling lower energy and kind of down. Well, that's a great opportunity to tune into your body with your breath and just notice maybe where you're feeling that, maybe it's in your stomach, or you might not even notice a specific place, but you've just taken on that feeling. And so the best thing you can do is ask yourself the question, is this mine or someone else's energy? And you don't need to identify whose energy it is specifically, but just know that you took something else on and just return it. Okay, so you're going to return it to whoever through source. So it doesn't, you're not going to just naturally return it back to that person, but you're going to return it to them through source energy. So it's not kind of like just bouncing back between each other. But when you do that, you literally have that energy leave your energy field, and you can go back and feel restored back to your own energy and alignment and all that kind of fun stuff. So those are just a few tips. And living a high vibe lifestyle is amazing, because once you tune in and start to really pay attention to your energy field, then like I said, that's when you can start to create things and you can be the vibrational match to what you want to receive. So if this is something that you're interested in and you want to learn more, message me, because Soul Academy is for women, and it's really about getting in tune with your intuition, mastering your energy field, really creating a thriving life. So thanks for being on with me today. I really appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.